Good evening.
Keep in mind that we're tired tonight.
One page. Mr. Chairman and committee members, I appreciate the opportunity to address you on this historic day in Idaho. Consideration and addition of gender identity and sexual orientation to the Idaho Human Rights Act are long overdue. I don't take discrimination of any people lightly, and I feel this issue should have been handled previously. For any citizen of Idaho to be afraid to speak on this issue due to possibility of retaliation at their workplace, in their homes, and communities is unacceptable to me. For lawmakers to fear retaliation from their constituents due to approval of this issue actually measures our own state's tolerance. In my profession, I'm a housing administrator. On occasion, in fact, recently, I've had individuals that applied at our projects that have told me they were forced from their homes due to discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. I can tell you firsthand that there is a real need for these protections. I work diligently in my community, and I'm involved in government affairs. As some of you know, in certain arenas, I'm involved in regional and state organizations which deal with Idaho infrastructure and transportation, along with commerce and economic development. Politically, I represent my GOP district as chair. I have experience and I'm involved in agricultural business and have experience in corporate manufacturing. I grew up in Idaho in a time when discrimination regarding race was prevalent. I am so thankful I was raised in a home where we were taught to be intolerant of any kind of discrimination. As children, our friendships were free of any racial tensions. My father was known in our community for being open and fair to people. Yes, he was a leader in his church and was responsible for bringing Methodist, Hispanic ministries to Wilder. I know a few times in my adult life that I have not known of the gay and transgender people that this agenda of words would protect. I, like many of the supporters here today, respect religious belief and consider myself a Christian. I am also a supporter of protections of people's rights to make a living. The addition of gender identity and sexual orientation to the Idaho Civil Rights Act are critical to the continued growth of diversity of our state and to the fairness of its people. Thank you for your time and allowing for my remarks.
Are there questions? Representative McCrosty.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Lincoln, thank you so much for taking the time to testify before us this evening. My question for you is this. Do you believe that this is a partisan issue?
Mr. Chairman, Representative McCrosky, could you clarify?
Is this an issue that is just a Democratic issue? Is this a Republican issue? Is this an issue that crosses party lines?
Mr. Chairman, Representative McCrosky, absolutely not. I believe that this goes straight across.
Thank you.
Further questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.